Folks, hello. Welcome to Tavern Chat. I am your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR. Yes, you can tell from the background, I am still vacationing. A nice little getaway. I have a limit to how long I can actually do a getaway for before I go stir crazy. And haven't quite got there yet, but we could, Rabbit. We could. So, Rich and I were driving around the Poconos yesterday doing a little shopping when what popped up is that somebody on this list, there's a list on the screen, PM'd me and said, dude, do you know you're problematic? I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, there's a list and we're on it. So, of course, I had to look at it. And of course, the source is the Rainbow OSR Discord, where one of the rules is be nice to everybody, unless, of course, you're on a certain list. So somebody was asking, how do I know who's problematic, who I shouldn't be, whose opinions I shouldn't be listening to? And Ariel, and I have no problem mentioning who you are, because you mentioned who I am. So hey, we must be good friends. It's frustrating. Yeah. Someone gave me the following list, if it helps at all, with filtering future stuff. Okay. So I figure, by the way, folks, just so you know, I only made the second tier. We will start, actually, no, we will start with the third tier. I was going to start with the first. We'll start with the lower tier. And there's an issue with the lower tier. So let me remove the banner. The banner, by the way, is for a link to drive through. There is a Christmas in July sale going on. If you purchase using the banner that is scrolling at the bottom of the screen, you know what? You help support the tavern. I do appreciate it. And of course, like, subscribe, comment. You know the deal. So, these two listed are platformers. Now, the only platformer I knew of is a video game, right? That's a type of video game. But apparently, according to the Urban Dictionary, platformer is oh my god, Urban Dictionary is written like in urban language. Platformer is an person. Platformer is a person who likes using different platforms, websites for watching videos, streaming, playing video games, or using social media. It's the closest definition I could find. So it still doesn't explain to me why Bryce Lynch, and isn't Bryce Mr. 10-foot pole, the review guy in the OSR? So apparently, dude, you're a platformer. So either you're playing a certain type of video games or you use different platforms and websites for watching videos. I don't get it. And Dave McRogan. So Dave has a good Irish name. I don't know him. So, but they are that's your third tier. So I don't know what that actually would mean in the no world, but that's your third tier. Now your second tier uses that fucking word that means nothing, but is thrown around because you can use it to mean anything. Problematic, meaning of a problem, right? They're problematic. Well, what do you mean? Well, they're problems. Well, how are they problems? Because they're problematic. Yeah, but what kind of, how are they problematic? Well, they're problems. Well, yeah, but could you explain, could you fucking define it? Nope. Nope. We're not going to bother. So, here's the list in order. James Raggy. Okay, James is problematic. All right. James is certainly opinionated. I don't really think much of his opinions have anything to do with politics, but there you go. Tenkar. Hey, look, I made the list. And for one thing I hate fucking being is problematic. Because it means absolutely fucking nothing. But I'm problematic likely because I can't be canceled. James can't be canceled. He's self-employed, right? I can't be canceled. I'm retired. And I will speak my mind. I will give my opinions. And if you don't want to listen to them, don't fucking listen to them. It's that simple. Courtney Campbell. Now, this made me scratch my head. I mean, really scratch my head and go, why the fuck is Courtney Campbell on this list? Courtney, and I love Courtney dearly. I really feel that on some level Courtney's related to me. I'm sure he doesn't want to hear that. But Courtney is far from being right wing. He's probably far from being in the center. He's pretty left, but Courtney's problematic. Now, why would Courtney be problematic? Well, because he talks. I've talked with Courtney. Courtney doesn't worry about how something sounds politically. He talks truths. Oh, well, I mean, if you talk the truth, truth is problematic. Let us tell you a story. We'll tell you what the truth is. Norbert Darkworm Cult. Norbert, don't be upset by this, but I have no idea who the hell you are. So now I'm curious, right? So now I'm going to have to go on to Facebook and social media and start looking certain people up. Axes and Orcs. Don't know who they are. But again, I guess I got to do a little bit more digging. Sometimes you don't mean to live in an echo chamber. Well, some people do. I certainly don't. But obviously, I have to expand my OSR horizons because there's people out there that are problematic. They're in the same category as me, and I don't know them. And these are like natural allies. Eldrad Wolfsbane. I know Eldrad. Don't know him personally, but I know his works. I've seen him on social media, and I've seen nothing problematic. Unless maybe he's somebody else who's retired and can't be controlled. Okay. Absolute no-nos. That was tier 3, which made no sense. Tier 2, which still makes a little sense, but hey, we're problematic. And now the absolute no-nos. Let's listen to this list. Zach Smith. Again, I wouldn't piss on a man if he was on fire, standing in front of me, begging for me to do so. Got no love for Zach. That's a personal issue with me. Still think Bread and Pleasant Land, one of the top 5, not just OSR products or OSR creations, one of the top 5 adventures ever written for gaming. And Zach is a piece of shit. Personal opinion. Wenger Santanis. Wenger is what, and by the way, they say Satanist. It's Santanis. So get. If you're gonna like slander or like throw somebody under a bus, at least get their name right. So Wenger, and I'm sure he's not going to appreciate this. Wenger is like if Cthulhu had an illegitimate child, like Good Omens, and like the baby was switched at birth, Wenger would be that baby. Okay, he's goofy Satanist. If you take Wenger for real for his online personality, you are doing yourself and him a disservice. But he made the list. Gabber Lux Milan. Opinionated individual. I don't see how they're an absolute no. Some very good gaming conversations from Gabber Lux. Age of Dusk, Prince of Nothing. I think I've heard of Prince of Nothing, but I don't really know. So somebody got to look up. Taylor Lane. All right, I got to look somebody. Again, this is eye-opening for me that there are these people that are such. I don't know, bad no-nos. Don't go anywhere near them, and I don't even know them. Okay, Awful Good Games, David Guile, or Guile, Guill. I've seen some of their work. Don't follow them on social media, so I couldn't tell you what their opinions are one way or the other. Doesn't matter really for gaming, but all right. Grim Jim. See, now Grim Jim is kind of like Courtney. It's like, why is he on this list? Except for the fact that Grim Jim doesn't care about politics when he talks. He talks in his personal truth as he sees it. And that can be dangerous because you're not following somebody else's narrative. Because I would personally consider Jim to be, I don't know, classic liberal. Maybe not a new age liberal, but a classic liberal. But he is on the no list of the Rainbow OSR. And last, certainly not least, somebody who I've had on my show. We've interviewed him once or twice. Alex Macris. Yes, I got angry PMs after having Alex on. I'll have him on again. He is a brilliant man when it comes to gaming, and we generally don't talk politics. So what can I tell you? So this is, by the way, folks, if if you watch my show and you want to know the people whose opinions maybe you should be seeking out, or at least their gaming stuff, because these are, for the most part, people that I recognize, the names I recognize, major creators in gaming. These aren't just people who sit around with the thumb up their ass. These are people who create and create good stuff, but they are on a list. And they are on a list because of bad thoughts, bad words, but not curse words. I mean, like voicing bad thoughts that aren't fitting within somebody else's narrative. So I'm sure there's. Uh, I'll be the talk of the town this weekend over at the OSR Rainbow Discord. They'll be talking about me. They can say what they want. They already do. They already do. And by the way, this was going around everywhere. Everybody was getting a version of this screenshot because nobody could believe that anybody would put this together, right? Lists are what? It's the first step to banning books or burning books, right? This is the first step toward mob justice, all right? This is why you put these lists together, okay? These are the people that need to get canceled or can't get canceled because they cancel proof, and they've proven it. So, folks, take it for what it's worth. It ain't worth much. On that note, tomorrow night should be the return of Old Man Grognard, Glenn Hallstrom to the live stream, 8 p.m. Eastern, and God willing, I should be back in New York, back at my usual desk. Although I will say, I got this microphone on Amazon. I'll have to share. It actually is surprisingly good for very compact, inexpensive microphone. I think it's like $25 or so. Travels well. If you need a microphone that travels well, I will make sure that maybe tomorrow I'll have a link up for it. All right, folks. Be safe, be well. God bless. Roll this dice, roll them well. Remember, tomorrow night, 8 p.m., we got a live stream. Saturday, 8 p.m., Gamers Health should be an interesting one. There are some updates. All right, folks. God bless. Good night. I'll catch you later.